Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there are several Kenyans who are criticizing President William Samoei Ruto's ADC. Remember, this is a new ADC Ruto appointed, of course, to work with him, and the one who was working with him, he went back to the camp, of course, with a promotion. We had done a video about that on kind of duties they normally do. But now we just want to use this opportunity to check on some of the views from Kenyans, and again just confirm if really it is true that the ADC is shaming Ruto, or if he's really doing his job as per description. Some people are saying he should go back to the training. What is your view on that? Because I know most of you have been watching, especially when Ruto was in Uganda, and they have also compared when Ruto is in Tanzania, both the two situations. And we aren't going to that, by the way. For those who are not subscribed, please just consider to subscribe and also give our video a thumbs up. Now, this is what Donald Kipkorir is saying. President William Ruto should replace his ADC, all basic military training, teach how to walk, erect with clean up, and an ADC or parade commander must have his steps be in sync with the commander in chief. The colonel missed basic marching drill. He walked like a villager. That's according to Donald Kipkorir. But again, what he was comparing, because according to him, he's saying that the steps of the president should match with the ADC steps. And he's comparing, like when you check on Uganda President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, look at his ADC. He's actually walking like Museveni. So it means to some extent, your step and walking style of walking should match with the president. But now look on the one for William Samoei Ruto. You will see his steps is not matching with the William Ruto, but the one from Museveni is actually doing exactly what Donald Kipkorir is talking about. Look on how he's walking. They don't match actually with the president. To some extent, even he's being left behind. He don't walk with the same step with the president. And beside that, I also want us to check on what Robert Alai is saying. Hustler ADC must have never gone for any training. Again, he shared a photo close to what Robert Alai also had, not Robert Alai, Donald Kipkorir had shared. But now, the one that caught my attention is this one. When the president was in Tanzania, this is what Robert Alai said. The aide camp should immediately be taken for a refresh course. He has looked clueless throughout. Why did we also take someone from Special Force? The Special Force are a specialist in battle. They shouldn't be given flower girl duties. This is wrong, according to Robert Alai. But I wanted to check that photo very closely. You can see the Tanzania president, Mama Suluhu, Samia Suluhu, was greeting President William Samoei Ruto. Actually, they're having a handshake. Then look on Mama Suluhu ADC. By the way, she's a lady, and she has two, of course. And she's saluting while the Uganda president is greeting President William Samoei Ruto. She salutes. But now look at the Kenyan ADC. Actually, I concur with Robert Alai. Seemingly, he looked clueless. Because he should be saluting the same way the Tanzanian one is doing. But he's just standing straight, no focus. It's like he's just facing in his own direction, aimlessly and clueless. So seemingly, this man according to Robert Alai, actually was taken from special branch and they are only trained to fight, of course. So that is what they understand better. But you see, according to what Robert Alai and the truth of the matter here is that the people who are being given this responsibility of ADC, actually their work is not to protect the president. They don't do that. That is not their responsibility. This one is just a personal assistant handling the president. Maybe you to come your briefcase, the document that will need quickly, mtu wa kushika simu ya president, and all those other things, the small things. So he just coordinates. And again, he's the one who will be communicating with the security agency to explain to them where they're heading to, where they need to make a stop, wale wanakwanga na escort vehicles na hizo, all those things. So kazi yake kubwa is him to just to, is a link of communication to him on what the president want, where he need to stop and what they need to do. So he's the one who communicates. That is his work. And again, you will find that some of the people, when some people want to call the president, actually he's the one who is holding the phone. So he will check on phone who is calling. Kama ni watu wa kawaida tu, he will pick the call, or if it's a suspicious phone number, he will first of all pick and talk to that person to confirm what he want and how he can help. So definitely there are calls, he will call the president, but he's the man who will pick the call. And he's one who will make the decision whether to give the phone to the president or deal with that issue, and then brief the president later. Hizo ndio kazi zao. So huyu ashiki gani ya kusema sijui ana protect president, they will know. And these are some of the people who will actually know more about the president's secrets. So actually you'll find out most of the job here is hizo zenye Robert Alai anasema, though ametumia jina girls, you know, flower girls. That is their work. And you see, when a president comes in, he will always go and choose his own ADC. They will never continue with the one who was serving earlier, unless, I don't know, not really easy. The reason is that these people know too much secret of the president. But you know, they're trained to keep secrets. And because someone new is coming into the office and there's no leadership, there is also the issue of, oh, he can leak out some of the information he knew about the previous president or the current president that is serving. He can leak some of the information to the first man he was serving earlier. For example, yule mwenye alikuwa wa Uhuru. Kama angeendelea na Ruto anakuwa na shawishi ya kwamba tashwishi ya kwamba labda huenda yale maneno Ruto anafanya anaweza katumia hiyo nafasi kueleza vile president mwenye ameenda Uhuru. Anajaribu kumueleza, oh, leo tuko hapa ama leo wanapanga kufanya hii. Because of that, you have to promote that ADC and then send him back to the camp. As simple as that. Yeah. These are the people who will know even to an extent the secret of the president as far as his family. Hata kama akona girlfriend, hawa ndio wanajua. Whether he's going to meet the girlfriend, hawa ndio wanajua. In fact, to some extent, they are the ones who will call. So kama president akona girlfriend, they will always know. Sababu pale mahali penye president ataenda, atakuwa hapo. Atakuwa anangoja tu hapo nje ya mlango. He's very answerable to everything. So he'll be waiting there. So those are the kind of jobs actually they do. So again, another issue is that they are the people whom the president will always use to some extent to test his food. Hawa ndio wanatumika kama food tester. Sijui Kiingereza mzuri tutasema namna gani. But they're the one who tests on behalf of the president whether the food is okay, mambo na poison and all those things. So to make sure that everything is in order. Protocol is being followed. Unajua huwezi kaa karibu na president umeweka mkono ndani ya mfuko, atakutoa. Lazima utoe nje. That is his work. Test the food. So those are some of the duties around there. But you see, from special branch, this is a man who need to do another job, a serious job that he was trained for, but not this kind of duty. And maybe these are some of the reasons why he is of less concern and like looking clueless. But I know with time, if you go through training, you can do better. Because remember, whether we like Ruto or not, he's the president. So the image Ruto takes outside there is the image, he's carrying the image of Kenya as a country. And so he's ADC. That's the image they will carry out. So, yes, ndio picha ya Kenya. Whether tunimpigia kura ama pana. So actually, it is meaning a lot, and I think they need to do something on that so that they can have the right person or train him to understand his duties and how he needs to operate. Thank you so much, but I would like to read your comments to understand what you think about this. What's your view? See you in our next video. And those who have not yet subscribed to Kenya News K, please just consider subscribing. Thank you.